What is up, guys? It is Devil here and welcome. This is the FIFA 13-15 season career mode, episode 6. This is season 1 with Southampton, and as you can see today we have, again, 2 games with you. We have Everton and Fulham in the league. 2 very tough games that are going to be both against teams who should, finish mid-table, finish above us, in all honesty. They're predicted to. So you expect there's going to be tough games, and this Everton game really is a treat for you. And the Fulham game's a decent game too, but yeah, there's the team. Lallana, El Shaarawy and Sterling take their starting positions with Lambert linking up with them up top, and unfortunately Everton get off to the first goal, even though they had Jelavic on the bench, so not an outright striker, apart from Stephen Pienaar and Naismith. Naismith is I don't really count Naismith, but that made it 1-0. I do apologise, I do count Naismith, just I don't rate him as much as I do Jelavic. But that made it, like I say, 1-0 to Everton in the early minutes, and we tried to reply there, but Lambert couldn't find the ball in. And to be honest, Everton were a much better team in the first half. But you see here that although we had loads of possession, loads of chances, we couldn't put anything away, and we couldn't really create anything too clear cut. But we were having possession, we were having the possession in around their box as well. But Lallana with that furious volley there, I don't know how the keeper saved that. I suppose it was straight at him before Davis made a very important interception just before half time to stop Everton going 2-0 up. But they went 2-0 up anyway. A few minutes later, when Pienaar grabbed his second goal of the game, just before half time, literally on the mark. And I did feel it was coming. I did feel it was a little bit deserved. I mean, we weren't playing the best of our ability. But yeah, moving to the second half, and I really did give the boys a little bit of a half-time team talk, and the display really did change. Look at this here from El Shaarawy, whips the ball into David Beckham, who somehow manages to keep the ball before trying to find the way into middle and back into the path of El Shaarawy, but he couldn't quite manage it. But it does not matter because El Shaarawy sets up Ricky Lambert for the first goal of the game for him in the 58th minute, and this starts the Everton comeback. The Southampton comeback gives us a little bit of hope, and if we play a little bit better, we can go out and grab the equaliser that will put us back on level terms, and then from there, who knows, even go on and win. But really nice finish, low to the bottom corner. That was his left foot, we might add. And like I said, I made it 2-1, and from there, everything was inspired by that goal. And look here, Sterling doing really well in the box to fake shot the defender and then win the corner off the keeper. And then it's from this corner that we managed to whip it into Lambert, who couldn't quite get his head on it. The ball still ends up in Davis, the midfielder, who gives it to Lallana, who plays a nice little ball back into Lambert, who takes it round the defender and then smashes it low into the bottom corner to make it 2-2. And Ricky Lambert was on fire, but unfortunately there was one little problem. He was running out of stamina very, very quickly. And I think I would have to substitute him before too long. And I think I might have actually. One thing's for sure, he did score 2 very important goals there. And you see, I pretty much instantly went to the team management thing and made some substitutions to try and grab the win, as we had the momentum now. And Schneiderlin, really good clearance there to stop Everton scoring to have any chance. And then El Shaarawy here advancing down the wing. He was also out of pace, but he managed to win the ball. That really, he still has the ball. I don't know why the ref stopped the advantage, but nevertheless we have a free kick. So I stick El Shaarawy on it because he is the best free kick taker. I was going to stick Beckham on it, but I substituted him off moments ago. And El Shaarawy goes, well, pretty far. I mean, he hit the wall. Everton do have one final chance with Lee Osman in the 82nd minute, but thank God they didn't score. A really good interception, save even by Davis. Before we have another chance, Lambert sets up El Shaarawy on his left foot. First time that should be going in, I'm sorry. But that was the final chance of the match. We really could have won it there. We really did have the momentum in the second half as soon as we scored our first and second goals. But the final score was 2-2 at full time, which, in our eyes looks more like a point gained rather than 2 points dropped. And I'm sure in Everton's eyes it is 2 points dropped. They were 2-0 up. But a really good fight back from the boys there. And as you see, the little news bit says that both managers feel the result was fair reflection, and I do feel the result was a fair reflection. There we go. One nice little bit of news is that Raheem Sterling is out. No, that's not nice. I was joking, but he's only out for about 9 days, which means that he'll miss the next match, but he'll be back after that. One really good bit of news is that we play Fulham next. And as you can see, one of my subscribers, one of you guys, I think, told me to play Mayuka in the striker role instead of Lambert because he's really good. He was one of the gems in FIFA 12 apparently, so I did. And you see he rewards me excellently. A really well taken goal in the 17th minute. Pretty much his first chance. Finesses it straight past the keeper into the top corner and off the post as well. And it was really good play by him. Not going to lie, Mayuka does really well. Outpaces the defender totally, and then, like I say, a really good finish off the post and in. And whoever gave me that tip, yes, thank you to you. Have an electronic thumbs up. But yeah, Sousa then comes in running on the wing on our next chance, and he was looking for the ball across the box but couldn't quite find it. However, he did manage to win the corner. From the corner, we didn't get anything, obviously, but Derrida with the second real chance of the match in the 42nd minute there, 43rd, smashing it low and hard to the keeper's left, but good save from him. And then Cork couldn't win the header. The ball fell to Punchin, who gave it to Yoshida on the edge of the box, who tried to work it into Mayuka again. It didn't quite work out first time. It did second time, however, but in the end, the keeper made a good save, and it was cleared out before we had another long-range shot from Fox, and that was going pinpoint top corner if it was on if the keeper had left it, if he hadn't got to it, but. That was in the second half, around the 60th minute. We managed to win a corner, but nothing came from it before I substituted on Rodriguez for Mayuka because Mayuka was feeling a bit, a bit down, a bit injured, really. Not injured, sorry, tired. And he really did pay off. Look at this. Davis going through here. The ball was from Rodriguez, and Davis just finds Punchin in the middle with a pretty crappy headed goal. Really bad keeping from their point of view. But that was a 90th minute goal from Punchin, so a really nice one. And I substituted him on as well. He didn't start the game, but reward him with a goal. He hasn't scored in a while, and it's nice to see him score. He's a good player, rated 70 or so, and I wanted to get that improved. But Fulham do have one and only one chance, and they happen to score it. Richardson here on the corner, whipping it in. The ball eventually ends up in Berbatov. He whips it sweetly on his left foot, smacks it straight top corner. Then runs and picks up the ball as if he's got time to score. But he is Bulgarian, so he thought, why not? But yeah, a really nice strike from him, and that made it 2-1 to Southampton. But it wasn't enough for Fulham, who did lose. Like I said, there was 2 90th minute goals in that game, so it was a pretty tight game in all honesty. And the scoreline probably does reflect that. But a good performance again from the boys, and that is definitely 3 points gained. So a good episode overall, and the little news bit at the end says that the game was a great spectacle, and it was. 2 90th minute goals is always nice to see. I'm not quite sure why they gave us a standing ovation, but. Yeah, a few nice goals scored in that game, and I will leave you, as always, with a little bit of news that Nathaniel Kylan has returned from his injury, so he can rejoin the first team squad. That's nice. He is the defender of the season so far. But I'm surprised that Tanasov here, the manager, says it's not good enough. States Tanasov. He says, this is me. I say that apparently it's not easy to fit into the new place, especially for a place like Southampton, who's really ambitious. And I'm commenting here on David Beckham, who hasn't had the best start of the season to what people expected of him. He has gone down 3, and overall gone down to 76 rated. I can't believe that, but he will start playing in the coming games. I do feel it. And another little bit of news on the Southampton team is that El Shaarawy is just showing us how good he is. So a really good purchase from me there, apparently. Thanks for that, EA. But as always, before we go, there is the league table. You can see that we are now 5th, a really good position for the start of the season. We have had a nice start, but I don't know if we can retain that position. We can maybe push for Europa League, but my target really is to finish mid-table. And yeah, if we get another nice transfer, we might, but I don't see that happening. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye!